Hello, this is Chikati Chima, and I am coming to you from my kitchen in San Francisco. I was talking about how to find investors on this new audio social app called Clubhouse, and I was having a really good time, and I got a phone call. So this is part two, and if you like it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share the video. You know the routine. Let's get this information into people's hands. That's why I'm doing this, and I just really want to see business owners like you succeed. So we were talking about Clubhouse, which is an audio-only app. A lot of investors and a lot of startups and a lot of really interesting people are having really impactful conversations. They're talking about how to build a much better future with technology and with entrepreneurship, which is something that I really support and I really believe in. My company is called Moonshot, moonshotpr.com, and I work with startups to help them tell their stories. So I figured I would tell a little bit about my experience on this Clubhouse app. Because the companies that work with me, a lot of times they have money to hire me because they get it from investors. This is obviously an important topic to me. And if you are running a business and you want to find investment and you want to solve a problem, then clearly this should be an important topic to you. And so I want you to be successful. And I want this to be useful information for you. So a couple of the things that I had mentioned before is that ways you can find investors on Clubhouse is through searching through the search tool. And right now I'm not in a position where I can show you how the app looks. But suffice it to say, you can search on the top left corner, and you can search by people's names. You can also search by titles. And an interesting thing about Clubhouse is you can search by emojis. So you can look for the bag of money emoji. And if that's, if somebody has that in their profile, then you can connect with them and find them that way. Now, I will say that people who are looking to invest in technology companies are probably unlikely to be putting the money bag emoji in their profile, but you never know. Take a look around, drop me a comment if that's something that you've actually seen, and if it works for you, by all means, we'd love to talk about your success. So anyway, you can search for specific keywords in the search function on Clubhouse. You can also join conversations or host your own conversations. So there's a calendar tool also in Clubhouse, and you can search by all, or you can search for you. And if there are specific topics about investment and your industry, then those would be the conversations that you would want to join that are already pre-existing so that you can participate, share, or listen. And you're likely to find people that are also interested in your industry, and they're good people to connect with. And then there's a high likeliness because of the small number of people that are on Clubhouse today, and it's the third week of December. It's actually, I just learned today that Clubhouse was started 9 months ago exactly today. So this will be an interesting time capsule. So anyway, I had mentioned previously that you can join conversations that are already happening and contribute your thoughts and your enthusiasm to a pre-existing conversation, or you can host your own conversation. And you can talk about your industry, you can talk about the problems in your industry and why you and your team and your business are the right people to solve it. And if you're looking for investors and they find you credible, people are going to reach out to you, but you can also reach out to them. So I have a couple more tips about how to optimize your experience on Clubhouse to find investment. And again, investment is not always VC. You could find a person who was successful in their own business and now they want to give back to businesses. So there are different ways to receive investment, and I really look forward to kind of diving in and learning and sharing my learning journey along with you. So more about that soon. So, there's a couple things that are really important when you're trying to secure investment for your business. And, it's really important that you have a process. Whatever your process is, whatever tools you use, I personally use Pipedrive, which is a sales CRM, and I like Pipedrive because it allows me to visually move deals from one stage to another. But it just allows me to track who I want to talk to, have I talked to them, what was the response, and what was the eventual outcome. So have a process. If you want to use an Excel spreadsheet, if you want to use Airtable or Notion, there are lots of different tools out there. And I like to say that the best tool is the tool that you use. So I'm a person, I love tools. I love to geek out on tools and what's the latest tech and what are people using. And because I'm a technology publicist here in San Francisco, it makes sense that I get to see things very early. But again, you shouldn't be paralyzed by figuring out what's the best tool for you to follow up. Use a tool, try it out, just make progress. And if you find that it's not working for you, try something else. No big deal, no harm, no foul. But the worst thing you can do is not have a process because you can't figure out the right tool. Like I said, I use Pipedrive. I've used Streak. I've used Yesware. I've used Tout. Companies that don't even exist anymore. And there's something to like about all of them. So anyway, have a process. Next, I want to say that you want to have a pitch. So if you are trying to speak to a real live investor, remember that they're a person too, but they're a busy person. So the best thing you can do for your sake and for the person you're speaking to is to have your pitch ready. Make sure that you know the key points you need to hit. What are you trying to solve? How big is the market? Why are you the one to solve it? You're not going to have a lot of time, but if you get it right, you can get more time. So make sure that your pitch is down, and also make sure that your pitch and your USP or your unique selling proposition is in your bio on Clubhouse. When people are looking at your profile, you want them to know that you're a person of interest to them. So the way that Clubhouse works is you can make a bio pretty much as long as you want. And the tip that I would point out is that you want to use the Notes app on your phone. Right now, Clubhouse is for iPhone only. And so if you're an iPhone user, there's an app called Notes. And using the Notes app allows you to put emojis, like I said, which are searchable. And you can format the text. You can write out links, although they're not clickable, but it just looks a lot better. But one of the things to keep in mind is that when people are scrolling through lots of profiles, and when they're in a room with you, when you're in a Clubhouse room, you only have the first 3 lines, which is above the fold, which is a journalism term where, if you imagine a newspaper, when it folds in the middle, everything that appears above the fold is what automatically jumps out at your eye. So you have the first 3 lines. You want to make sure that the relevant information about your company, what it does, and who it helps is in the first 3 lines of your bio. That makes you more searchable for investors and other partners, but it's going to make you stand out and make people who could talk to you more likely to do so. And then, I'll just leave you the one tip, is just to be real. If you are a real person and you can't fake the funk with your voice, then people are going to respond to the real you. So I would definitely say that, be real, be brief, be factual, and keep it on the value tip. And, eventually you're going to find success. There are no guarantees in life, but if you do the right thing enough times, then the luck that you need is going to find you. So I've really enjoyed this process. I had never made a YouTube video of me just talking to people out in the internet before, but I'm a real person, and I'm not worried about this being perfect, but I am really enjoying it. So if you are enjoying this, then please, let's have a dialogue. You can email me at chikodi@moonshotpr.com. That's my first name, CHIKODI @moonshotpr.com. I think I'm going to make some more videos. I'm really liking this, and I hope we get the chance to hear questions from you about things that you're interested in. Obviously, I'm very interested in Clubhouse. I've found the experience there to be really amazing, and I've met really incredible people that I look forward to actually interacting with in the real world. We're still in quarantine because of this pandemic. But they are going to open Clubhouse up to a lot more people soon. And if you're watching this and you haven't gotten an invitation, someday you won't need it. But anyway, I would love to help you if you are looking to understand Clubhouse better, or if you are a startup or a business owner looking to get funding for your business to make that next step in your journey. You know, let's have a conversation. Let's be real people, like I said. So you know, my phone rang in the middle of the last video when I was getting really fired up about how investors are looking for good deals. That's definitely a topic of continued discussion. Having a good time, and you know, I hope that this was useful for you. So, you know, subscribe to the channel, share this video. I'm really looking forward to a year from now, kind of having a time capsule. I probably won't have any color in my beard. It will be all gray, but it's all good, you know. Just having a good day and looking forward to trying this again in the very near future. So I'm going to sign off now. You know, more Clubhouse tips and more investing tips or fundraising tips for you entrepreneurs out there. I hope you have a great day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.